That's weird.
It's, you think it's weird that I have it?
No, because
I'm gay.
It's different.
No, but I also think...
This is the double standard, queens, that I'm talking about. We need to get march on the Capitol with Laverne Cox this week, honey, because this is a double standard.
All right, everyone, welcome to Out and About. It's Friday. It is August 30th, and...
It's 94 fucking degrees.
It's 94 degrees out. It's fucking brutal. It's hot as fuck. I have been seriously considering quitting the gym, thanks to the shame that I've received from that.
Well, good.
I played basketball.
Get a thigh master and a jump rope. It's the same thing.
I guess. Remember the thing? What was it called? The Gazelle. Remember the guy in the Gazelle back in the day?
You get a Nordic track.
Should I get a Nordic track home Gazelle?
No, honestly, all you need is what like the straight guys have in college. Just have that weight rack and the square one that you can like press. You can like it makes all the flavor weights.
The push up bar. It's like you twist it this way, it does this. You twist it this way.
No. It's weights, but they're in it's like
Oh, you're talking about adjustable dumbbells?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do that.
Just get that, and then you can just lay on not a bench or like I'm sure like your couch you can work, and you just lay on your dining room chair and just like lay and lift your arms up and stuff.
I think I did play basketball yesterday. It felt so good to fucking sweat I haven't like sweat due to physical activity in 4 months.
I have an idea.
It was great. About this?
Yeah.
Well, talk to me. What is it?
You just get the class pass, and then you can go to all the classes. Go to the Orange Theory. You can go to Rumble. You can go to like yoga, Paris boot camp, all these different things, and you just take classes all the time, and then it's just as fun.
I don't like group fitness though. Like group fitness scares me.
Oh,
I always feel like I can't keep up.
It makes me feel accountable.
There's not enough room because I'm too big. We do this thing called Gym Pass here, and I
just said that.
Oh, you're saying Class Pass is different than Gym Pass?
Oh, the same thing. It's like
Oh, well, Gym Pass is a thing we have here, and it's like $23 to go to New York Sports Club every week. But I realize working out after 30 isn't actually about the workout. It's just about the recovery.
You're the only one. I'm 90 years old and obese, and I don't have the joint and bone and injury problems that you have.
Yeah, because you don't do shit.
No,
if you're running around fucking playing sports all day, your bones and fucking hurt. But if you're sitting on a beautiful potato barn couch on Madison Avenue, you're not putting a beating on
I
your
don't
butt.
go on the couch.
Where do you go?
I'm not allowed anymore.
Why? Oh, you got the
the
video games going from Bay?
I started to shed. No, but
Nana's getting her fall coat in.
Yeah.
It was nice to actually sweat, is my point. But
how do you hurt yourself playing basketball?
It's not. It's the repeated pounding that I take on my knees, the running, the stopping, the jumping.
The repetitive. So your knees.
Okay.
But your knees were never the problem.
You know
it's your shoulders.
Pause. No diddy. What?
Isn't just your shoulder that hurts?
It's everything that hurts.
I never heard you complain about your knee.
Well, I'm just a little short because I play basketball, but it is my shoulder. That's the best physical therapy I could do.
Is that what this whole segment was about, to tell everyone that you played basketball this week?
I did play basketball, yeah.
With who?
Just a bunch of randoms, guys at the gym. Just the bros, me and the bros.
A lot of people do that. My friends do that as well. They go by themselves and they meet people on the court, and it's just, I think it's such a nice, I don't want to say camaraderie, like a community where it's like, it's everyone, like they don't have a ton of friends who want to go and do it. You go if the guys that are there want to play basketball.
You can't if you're above,
so you all kind of make your own friends and then you all hang out again.
If you're over 8th grade, you're not getting like a pickup game with your friends. That simply doesn't happen. Yeah, you just show up to the fucking court. But now I'm like, the court is very easy on your body because it's squishy. But now I'm going to play outside. Jetski wants to shoot hoops with me, and
why don't you just get?
I just need a ball. Basically, I just need a ball.
I have a basketball at my house.
Can I have it?
It's not good. I think I need to order a new one because every time I tried to blow it up the other day, it was not as bouncy as it should be.
Nana's got a knife in it.
No, it's the needle thing you put in the ball.
Oh,
but I'm maybe to get a new pump. But anyway, you should move into a building that has a basketball court in it.
I can't afford that.
Yes, you can.
A building with a basketball court
inside.
Where?
And
show me what, Vinny. Can you Google?
When I was looking at my apartment, they all had basketball courts.
Really?
Yes, I need tons of places have them.
Like an indoor court.
Indoor court and part of the
Kips
gym.
Bay. I might move to fucking.
Yeah, all those places around that area have it.
Look at that. Oh, that's outside though.
No, there's inside.
Exceptional living. Oh, look at that.
Look, this is remember I was looking at all these apartments before I moved in. And I chose mine a different building, but it's like they all have these gyms, and now it's the bells and whistles to get people to pay to justify the New York City rents. They're doing little things like this, like putting in things. You can definitely find a building with a gym, or at least close ones. Like if you move to the West Village, there's that one that from Big Daddy. That's right near the McDonald's.
Yeah.
That's a famous place.
West Fourth?
Yeah, but I think that place probably has legacy. Like you have to know people to start working out.
No, you can just the people that play at West Fourth are fucking trash. They're
not like
all New York City
people
street ball is just one-on-one and everyone is bad. That's all it is. You disagree?
That's most of pickup though.
That's most of pickup.
Like pickup
What's
basketball is so
pickup mean?
different than real basketball.
What's the difference?
It's just not like if you play organized basketball, there's more.
Pickup is where you
Pickup's
just
more
show
one-on-one.
It's where you show up to a court and there are random people.
But pickup's just everyone's playing one-on-one.
That's why I just play horse. It's just so much easier.
Then it plays pig.
Is that a game too?
Yeah, horse, pig, cuck, lib. You pay lib. What are you doing this weekend? It's Labor Day weekend. You're going away.
I'm going on a trip.
Where?
I don't want to talk about it, but
Oh, well, that's great. Okay.
Did you already talk about it?
You already talked about it for an hour on our last show.
Yeah.
No, I didn't talk about details.
Oh.
We're going away for my 2-year anniversary. We're taking a trip. We're taking a road trip. We're driving.
Fun. You rented a car?
Rented a car. Yeah.
Is it beautiful?
The car?
Yeah.
I don't know. The kite doesn't deliver it yet.
Nice.
Yeah, so going away from until Monday. We're coming back on Monday, and just some maxing and relaxing. I'm just gonna do some relaxing, some fun things.
Some crafting in the hills?
I wish.
You should
maybe there was some crafting.
I could see you doing
but
a little antiquing.
Antiquing, yeah, just kind of doing. We have a
Yeah.
car, so we're gonna take the kite, and we're gonna see where the road takes us. We're just gonna drive around and have try restaurants and just sightseeing.
How fun.
Hopefully there's some fall things I can look at on our drive. But we're just gonna drive up the coast.
I love a
and-
road trip. I almost
Yeah.
prefer a road trip over like flying. Well, no, I don't. Depends on the destination. But I thoroughly enjoy a road trip.
Yeah, and it's like a nod to the end of summer. Like I didn't want to go
Yes.
somewhere beachy.
Well, you hate the beach.
Well, I would never go to the beach, but yeah, like I didn't want to go somewhere like hot, sitting by a pool. It's like I don't want to swelter and bake in the sun. Like a lot of people like to tie the what's it called?
Tie up loose ends.
That, but also
Do the things that they want to do all summer at the end, like me jumping in the ocean last weekend.
They want to do that to get to sow their oats. That's what it was. To sow their last bit of
Yes.
summer they can have, and enjoy that. But I've put a nail in that coffin, and I'm ready to.
You put a nail in that coffin like a month ago.
But this is what it's called. It's called an Indian summer. It's like it's gonna be summer until the middle of September or October.
I hope. We had a good winter last year.
Because it didn't snow because of global warming. Stop throwing your microplastics in our food.
That's true. That's very true. So yeah. Speaking of, what were we talking about? Something New York City apartments. Oh, I got a letter to my apartment about trash cans.
Oh, you told me about this, and you had to learn learn how to throw garbage out.
It's literally a postcard that showed up.
You didn't bring it?
I didn't bring it.
Oh.
I thought
The
I
porter
did.
doesn't do it. The garbage.
No.
Oh.
So it's literally a letter that showed up and it says, here's what a trash can is. It's like a diagram. Put your trash in the trash can, shut the lid, wheel it out. Is that not fucking nuts?
You got to send that to me when you get home.
I know. I gotta.
Well, it's probably because it's obviously because of the rat infestation problem. So I think they're just trying to reiterate like simple things. If it got that bad that people don't know how to put the fucking trash cans on.
Look at this. If Mayor Adams, who's been taking shit, if his legacy is implementing trash cans in New York City,
Is that him?
He'll be one of the most beloved mayors of all time. Here
Is
he
that the mayor?
Yeah.
We talked about
Oh,
this
he's at Gracie Mansion. I used to live right over there.
We talked about a while ago where he said they paid a consulting firm like $10 million to be like, yeah, trash cans are good.
He's showing you how to put trash.
How crazy is it?
I mean, it does look fun too. I would like to bring to Whole Foods to wheel that big
Oh, yeah.
barrel.
And now they're
It's
doing.
convenient for shopping if you're having a large party.
This is how low the bar is in New York City. You just have to literally put trash in the barrel. I don't know why we didn't do this before. Was it just because it was taking up too much room?
Oh, because of the new bins they're implementing?
Yeah, because all the trash you just put in a bag. You put a bag on the street. In New York City, you don't have a trash bin. You have your trash and you just put it on the
every
street.
building has the things in their building that you like lift the gate up and put the bags in.
but that's
Not-
bigger. They're requiring
So, yes.
smaller buildings to have a trash.
But when you bring your trash, you just put it on the curb?
So, yes, there are those things that you put them in on the side of the building, but on the day that the trucks come by to actually pick up the trash, they're not going into that little thing. Your porter then goes out, takes the trash, and
Yes, puts it
rests
on
it
the
on the
side.
street. So they're trying to eliminate somehow putting the trash on the fucking street, I guess, which I guess will help with the rats. I've really noticed the rats like recently, to be honest.
I miss them.
I feel like you'd befriend them.
You don't remember I used to catch them?
I know.
Can I send you the videos?
Rats or mice?
Mice.
In your house?
Mice suck.
I've had
I don't
mice
mind a
infestations
mouse. I don't like
before.
a rat though.
No, fuck that.
I never had a rat in my house.
Shit
My
everywhere.
old house, I used to have mice. There was an infestation in my house, and finally I had to give up. I just gave up, and I let them live there. I was like, fine. And I used to catch them. I got these humane traps on Amazon. They still have them. I'll put the link in my LTK. It's they go in, so you put a little trap in. It has a trap door, like a spring open door, and you put little treats in there. So they go in, they see the treats, they go. So then the door shuts behind them. So then while they're in there, they have water and they have a treat. And, and they just sit there and eat until I get home and I can find them. And I say, wait, what are you doing in here? And then I wanted to keep them, but sometimes I would catch 5-6 a day.
Now, if you want to know what I did with one of those traps, one time I had the same problem.
You greased up your hole with
down the
Crisco and
shore.
stuck the gerbils up there.
I caught a mouse in the trap with peanut butter, but when I woke up in the morning, it was covered in peanut butter, like it just got all over the mouse.
Yes, I
I
had
bet
to
it
eat it
did.
before
And it
too.
was
And there was, and your dog was in between your legs, licking that thing down.
And it was a baby, so all
Yeah.
I did was I just put it outside, and it
Yeah.
definitely got murdered. It was covered in peanut butter, baby mouse sitting outside in the wild.
Yeah, that's what happened to mine too. That's why you have to put them in the
They get
dishwasher.
killed in 2
Is
seconds.
it the ones that are sticky that you walk up and like
No!
your feet get
Oh,
stuck?
that's the meanest one.
That's the
How-
meanest
I
one.
thought the meanest one is the one that like goes.
No, that
Yeah, I
kills
can
them
take them
instantly. That's no.
It breaks their
The only
spine.
humane trap is to save them and release them back to the wild.
You do no. She's a catch and release queen.
I have been for many years. Do you want me to see? Do you want to see my mice?
I remember he used to put up on Instagram. He'd go, "Hi, baby," and it was just a mouse in his fucking thing.
I'll show
They can
it
like
to you.
run through walls though. I had one in my apartment on the Upper West Side, and it would literally.
Hey!
We had this huge rug that we stole from Pottery Barn. Long
There.
story short. Oh, this is like a cage.
It's a little treat house for them.
This was in your house.
There's thousands of them. They were there every day.
Now I see a themed runner.
Now, when I had to get the hole closed, I got a little nervous. Okay.
That's a big fucking mouse.
No, it's not. It's tiny.
Oh, and speaking of fucking nasty New York City things, when I got back from my little trip, I opened up my shower curtain. There was a dead
Roach?
cockroach in my tub.
You have to. I'll tell the story.
Joey, it was this fucking big. I didn't even want to pick it up. It
Well,
would
the
have
thing
sounded
is,
like
it was dead though.
you crunched
The thing is, they're water bugs, I believe, and you have to if you leave New York for like vacation, you have to put a upside down cup over your drains, over your sinkhole, and over your tub holes,
Over your pie
because
hole.
they thrive on wet areas, I believe. So they climb up there trying to get the little.
You see the video of the guy who got his nuts bit by a python?
Yes.
Toilet? You saw that? You think that was real?
I don't
You
know
have
if it's
low
real or not.
hangers for them to mistake that.
I sent them over, Vin. They're happening now.
They also I got a letter too about my apartment. They have to have someone come in and inspect it once a year to make sure there's not like
Asbestos
lead paint and
Yeah.
like, you don't have kids around lead paint or something.
and bars in the doors and stuff like that.
I never had that before. They just come in and they just test to make sure there's no fucking lead. What does that even mean? They put like a radar gun against your wall or
But the
something?
lead paint would have been there before you moved in. Who's buying lead paint?
It's as if the building was built or painted before a certain time.
But wouldn't they
period.
know
That
before
has
you
to be
moved
what
in
it
if there's
is.
lead paint in there? No one's going to fucking Home Depot and say, "Do you have any lead paint I can have, girl?" and then refreshing redecorating the apartment with lead paint.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. Unless it like somehow like wears
Nip it in
down
the bud
and
before people move
exposes
in.
it. I would love to have some lead paint. Give me a fucking lawsuit. I'd love to get hit by a cab.
Speaking of exposed, do you remember when you used to live across the street from Jake Malasek, and he used to expose his hole to you across the street
Yes!
when he wanted to play Xbox?
That's right. I used to live across the street from Jake on my my famous loft apartment. That's so funny. Jake used to live on the first floor.
And he used to spread his cheeks in through the window.
Well, he would wink it, and it would actually go like a ship in the night.
Yeah.
The light would release, and he would do an SOS.
Can
That
you
was
get
a
this
fun-
guy off the screen?
That was a fun apartment. I want to move back. I'm ready to downsize.
You should. What else is going on? Speaking of apartments, I went to my storage unit.
You're back? How many trips this week? Wait, really quick before you say that, can I send 2 packages to your house because I'm not going to be here? They're small and it's pictures.
Yeah, but I'm holding the ransom until bring my Diptyque room spray.
Done. Works for me.
What kind of pictures are you sending? Nude photos of your family?
Yeah, it's photos that I'm framing on keepsake for my trip. Go on. You were saying your apartment. You went to your
Storage unit. I haven't been up there in a while, and I didn't
You
know
were
how
up
to
there
get.
last week.
No, I'm saying this was from last week. I didn't talk about it since I've been.
Oh, okay, I got you.
And I have I did not bring the Christmas tree home. But I did.
Very big news. I'm proud of you.
I did bring a tuxedo.
Oh. A tuxedo?
I couldn't find it. I had to go to. I had an event to go to this past summer.
What do you get? What do you need your tuxedo for?
Because I didn't have it in the house, and I had to go to a wedding, and I had nothing to wear. I couldn't find my tuxedo. It was a black tie wedding, and I had to forfeit it because I couldn't get a replacement in time. And
I thought you said you were gonna bring your tuxedo upstate and then propose.
No, nothing like that. You don't propose in a tuxedo; you get married in a tuxedo.
Oh.
No, I brought my tuxedo jacket home because I found it. I brought a bunch of things coming because I have Molly coming from Heart & Co. this week.
Nice.
So can I show you what I did in the bathroom already?
Yeah, I want to see.
I figured I take a head start. If you don't know, I'm having my friend Molly coming over to do my closets over, and because like I told you, I have like a lot of stuff, and I'm bored. I'm not gonna say I'm not a hoarder. I think I'm a high class hoarder though.
Yeah, you definitely have a lot of shit.
A lot of shit, and I don't need all of it. So she goes, how comfortable are you?
But the shit you have isn't clutter, and I think that's
it's not.
That's an important distinction to make. It's stuff that you would use. It's not like little fucking tchotchkes and crap laying around. Meanwhile, I haven't hung a single thing on my walls. I have two photos being framed. I'm going to hang them up, and I'll feel like I conquered the world. I can barely pull the trigger to spend money on that, but anything else I'm fine.
Well, you bought a motor vehicle this year.
Yeah, but that doesn't count.
Okay, ready to see the before?
This is your closet?
No, this is I took my initiatives on my own hands, and I started to do the bathroom drawers myself. Ready? This is the before.
Oh, God. Will this be on?
Don't scroll.
Good wipes.
Oh, yeah, what's in there?
Good wipes,
vape.
makeup remover, more makeup remover, Q-tips, a 38 special revolver pistol. Looks like some sort of prison shank.
No, what else do you see?
A dildo, a Manscaped.
He's lying. I don't use Manscaped.
You get that fucking bush on you. Show me the after.
Okay, and the after, I went on either Amazon or Temu.
You just takes the drawer and just dumps it upside down?
No, I went on Amazon or Temu, and I got little containers, and now look at it.
Oh, how fabulous.
Thank you. So
I'm actually very proud of you.
Thank you. I purged.
This is fucking great. Why do you have tampons in there?
Because I'm a girl's gay and I have women over at my house all the time.
That's hilarious. He has a bunch of
tampons. Can I say something to straight guys?
Drawer?
Can I say something to straight guys out there?
Don't even tell him. That's
out there.
I know what you're gonna say, and don't listen to him.
Yes, do that. No, what?
Girls would think that's so
Straight
weird.
Guys
if you did
having
that.
tampons in their thing would be weird.
Girls would think that's so weird if
That's
they
an
did
ick.
So they start bleeding out, and then they don't have a tampon. Instead of having to go do a blood walk to the CVS or send you offer them.
No girl is.
That's like
going
having
to a
Band-Aids. It's the same thing as having Band-Aids.
If
and
Brenna-
the same first aid kit.
If Breno came to your house when you first started dating, and she opened a drawer and you saw
I guess that's different for straight guys because they think you're sleeping with all these women.
Yeah.
But if you think, say, I have sisters and my mother comes to my mother's.
That's weird.
Do you think it's weird that I have it?
No, because
I'm gay.
It's different.
No, but I also think
This is the double standard queens that I'm talking about. We need to march on the Capitol with Laverne Cox this week, honey, because this is a double standard. A girl's gay can have tampons in her house, but a straight man
or gays can't either.
But I entertain. Even if a straight guy entertains and has multiple bathrooms, it's like
you just want a girl to come up to. I know what it is. You
I
just
don't.
want a girl to
Leah
come up to
used
you.
it.
You just want a girl to come up to you and go.
Do you have a pad?
Do you have a pad? And you just want to hold a fucking towel.
What are we working with, sister? Super? We need a super regular light.
Heavy flow. How's the flow today? That's what you want. You just want to, and you also like having it in your house because you like the idea. You want to use one yourself. I have
everything in my house. I have everything that you would need in my house,
except integrity.
And I accept integrity, but I like if someone needs a I have children's Band-Aids. I have cute children's Band-Aids. I have
Q-tips.
I have things for
Neosporin.
I have things like contact solution, things that I wouldn't even use for myself. Antacid things. I don't get antacid.
You don't have acid reflux?
No, that's one thing I don't have.
If I have pasta in salad dressing.
No, but Leah's sister Erin has horrible agita, we call it, and so she needs Tums. I have enough Tums, but she also needs like a Pepsid AC or something like that. So I have those kind of things. I have just things that any household. That's because that's what my dream was. My dream was to be a housewife and have a complete home. And I think that's I'm leaning into that. That's why I like to have all those things. But I think it's smart to even if it's not displayed out in the bathroom for them to have. I think it's
no. It should never be. You should never display. Like if I went to your house and you had a little
they're in the
like
drawer.
crate full of pads on top of your toilet, I'd be like, what the fuck is going on?
But I just feel like I have a complete home.
Because of the pads.
Because the pads are the nail in the coffin of it. Because I don't have pads,
one
though.
final detail. Whoa! You're discriminating. Point of privilege.
I have diapers. Do you have diapers?
You think you do not have diapers?
Yes, I do.
You think every woman uses a tampon and not a pad? If you're a true homemaker, you would have multiple different kinds of pads.
That's true. That's a good point.
I'm sure I could have a panty shield laying around if I had to look.
If I was in a pinch,
Yeah, I'm sure I could really leave. But
Molly will dig some up in the closet.
Yeah, if I had to jump at a moment's reach, I don't have a panty liner, but I do have tampons.
Calling it a panty liner is so funny.
A panty shield.
What's the difference? Is it the same thing?
A panty shield and a panty liner are the same thing, pretty much. They're just there for light days.
And what's for a heavy day? Straight up.
A pad,
plug.
a Kotex pad.
What's it called when you do? It's free bleeding, where you just
Yeah,
let it go.
a lot of ladies are free bleeding because it's their human right.
That's what.
But I think it's fine. But I would have to put a weebie pad down. Like if you line your floor with weebie pads, bleed out all you want, sister. But not on my hardwood, not on my my Chevron white oak, mama.
Don't
No, thank you.
free bleed all you want. Would you ever allow a free bleeder in the house mid-cycle, and would you line the floor with panty shields if they requested?
No,
it?
I would line it with weebie pads and a tarp.
And you think that thing can absorb a clot, honey?
But if a tarp's down first,
You put
and a free
blue
bleeder
tarps.
comes,
You
you
put
get
like
blue
the ones you rake leaves onto and take to the dump.
yeah, put that first, and then put the.
Oh, you Jersey boys don't have the dump. I forgot.
And then you put then you put the weebie pads on top of it. It'll be. I had to sleep on weebie pads for a year, like 6 months.
And this was just last year. Well, Nana was.
No, when I had my liposuction.
Nana was molting.
No, when I had my liposuction, I had to line the bed with weebie pads.
Why?
Because you're bleeding out.
Yeah, but that's not out of your genitals. That's because you had wounds. Open
Yeah, I'm
wounds.
just saying. I slept on weebie pads before. Have you?
No, I have always wanted to try an adult diaper and then piss into it.
I think we should do that on the show.
Always wanted to do that just to see how absorbent it is. Like have like 6 or 7 beers and then just break the seal.
You never
and
did
rip
that at a party
piss.
in college? We did.
No, I've been at a party in front of hundreds of people drunk, and I went up to in the middle of the room. There was a backpack. I opened the backpack. I pulled my pants down. I peed into the backpack, zipped it up, put it on, and went home.
That's why you're such a.
That's how drunk I was.
Your own backpack?
Yes.
And put it on?
Put it on. No, it wasn't my own backpack. It was just there, but I picked it up and
And
I
you
put
took
it
the
on.
backpack with you.
Yeah, everyone was like,
So not only did you piss in the backpack, you also stole it.
yeah.
You wore the toilet?
Luckily, everyone was drunk and so no one really cared. Those were the good old days. The house was called the Den, and upstairs
They named their house?
it was called
Yeah,
the Den.
that's a thing.
Upstairs, it was like a little attic. It was like this size room where everyone would hang out, and the floor was so covered in grime and piss. It was carpet. You could have ice skated on this fucking thing. No one even cared.
Remember when your friend pissed in the oven and then turned it on?
Shout out Jeff
What?
Fortin. That's right.
Tell Vinny the
happened?
story.
You remember that?
Yeah,
That's
I'm
so
gonna
funny.
take a phone break while you tell it.
That's so fucking funny. A buddy of mine, we were at UMass. He was so drunk the night before. It was a snowstorm. This kid was a big drinker, big smoker. He's a fisherman. Shout out Jeff.
Oh, the guy we went on the boat with.
Yes.
Yes.
You know him, into P-Town. He was outside. He was hammered in his boxers. It was literally the middle of a blizzard. We were watching him trying to light a cigarette. The thing was shaking so much he couldn't light it. We're like, Jeff, just go inside. Go inside. He's like, I can't. I have to pee. We're like, dude, go inside and use the bathroom. He goes inside, doesn't use the bathroom. We don't think anything of it. We're drinking, whatever. We go up to bed. Next morning, I wake up to a visible dew in my house. It looked like we were in a steam room. I was on the second floor. I go downstairs. The smell of piss.
Now some
hits
gays
me
would enjoy this. You know what I mean? In some circles,
Some queens
this
would
would
like
be appreciated.
The smell of piss was so strong. I went and I threw up into a trash can. Jeff,
Why not a backpack?
that's a callback in the biz. Jeff, in his drunken stupor, had opened the oven, peed into the oven, like emptied his bladder, shut the oven, and turned on self-clean. And the self-clean essentially turned my apartment into a steam room of piss. And we asked him why he did it. He's like, well, I didn't want to have to wipe it up. We're like, Jeff, that's not how it fucking works. It was the most foul smell. But it's a hilarious memory to think about. You piss in an oven and turn it on self-clean.
But also, like, that makes me think he wasn't that drunk.
Oh, I don't know. But see, I've been so drunk sometimes. I've peed in like a dresser drawer, but
I've done the dresser drawer.
I folded my clothes and peed on the clothes. Like I always fold things and I make things
for him
nice
to
and
know
tidy.
to put the self cleaner on. I feel like he wasn't that drunk. He did that to be funny or something.
Meanwhile, the oven's I don't even think the oven was ever even turned on.
That's crazy.
I do not miss that.
What's the craziest place you've ever peed drunk?
I actually never honestly did that. Like, I'm not, because I'm embarrassed to say it. I've never had like
Your buddy's asshole?
I never did a weird.
I was waiting for it.
I had a roommate in college who he like pissed so much when he was drunk that he just started peeing himself like soberly sleeping.
You ever
like,
see
I
it?
don't understand that. Huh?
You ever see it?
Him pee?
Have his cock?
No, I actually never saw his cock. My buddy also shit himself in college,
Oh.
all over the walls.
Oh,
of
we had a guy
someone's
who
house.
Were you toddlers? What was happening?
we had a guy who we called the poop smith. Because he shit in a hallway and then he ran like out. They were trying to let him into the dorm. He couldn't get into the dorm, and then he ended up shitting in a hallway. And everyone saw him taking shit in the hallway, and he had to drop out of school after because he was so embarrassed. They called him the
He
poop.
dropped
Smith.
out of school. That's dramatic.
Shout out the poop smith. You know who you are, and I know there's a couple people listening right now, and no, it's not Lloyd.
Should we have them on?
The poop smith,
Yeah.
the anchor, his other nickname. What a legend.
Oh.
What about you?
You two had a disgusting upbringing. I went to litter blocks like a lady.
What's the craziest place you ever peed when you were drunk?
The closet, or yeah, I was.
Yeah,
Were you
you're
like a
welcome.
kid, growing up, like you had to sneak into the house, you were shit faced, and then you like.
I would open the closet door thinking it was a bathroom door and just piss in there.
See, I haven't done that. You're grosser than me.
Did you turn around and squat, or you do it standing?
Well, I think I'm trying to think of what gender I was at that time. I think I was probably standing. I think I was mask passing. Do you know you can? I can't bring this up. Never mind. Do you know think?
Please bring it up, and we'll cut it if you want.
Do you know there's a thing called white passing that the libs are using now?
Okay, never mind. Never mind. Was that fun when you were young and you would come home drunk and you'd have to sneak in and see if the lights were on, if anyone was home?
Oh, I didn't. I used to come home loud as hell. I used to go to McDonald's or Burger King, or whatever the fast food place was open, fucked up. And I used to come in. I used to, and my parents would be, my mom and dad would be in the bed. And I would climb into bed with them, and we'd all eat. Me and my mom would like pig out and eat the food together.
Eat your father's ass.
Yeah. Poppy would always be like, "I want to just get this out of here," but he would always like have a little bit of bite. But yeah, I miss those days. Don't take those days for granted when you come home and your both parents are alive, because they're gonna die.
How old were you when you were doing this?
When I was doing this,
Yeah.
22, 23.
I still feel like guilty. Like if I come home drunk.
36.
36. If
No,
I come home,
she was gone by then.
if I come home drunk, I like still feel the need to like sneak. You don't?
My parents used to be like strict
Because-
when I was younger, but now they don't care.
Because your father has that machine in his car to start it to blow. He has to blow in the thing.
I have my dad blow.
How many people do you know? I'm sure that someone from Franklin, Mass. How many people do you know that had to blow in the car to start it up? And how many times did you blow sober to drive to the bar with them?
I have never blown into one sober, but I do have a friend.
That's the trashiest thing in the world. Having
Yeah.
to blow for your drunk friend to drive on their thing.
That's a felony, brother. That's trash that I know that. I had a friend who had that in his car.
Do you have an emery board? That's a nail file. And then it has a hang nail.
I had a friend who had that in his car, and he was telling me a story. He had a couple like bad DUIs. One where like it was obvious he was driving, but the cops couldn't prove it, and so he had parked in his front yard, and they were trying to get him to come out of the house. He wouldn't do it. Blah blah blah. Long story short, he ended up getting a DUI, and he had a machine in his car to blow. And he got a new job, and they were going out to lunch with his boss. And his boss is like, "Hey, why don't you drive?" He's like, "I don't know, man. I don't really want to drive." And so he went in the car, and the boss saw him. He tried to lean over right before the boss got in. He went over. He goes, and then he had to blow to start the fucking car. That is some ultimate white trash. Ultimate white.
I don't know anybody
trash.
who's ever had to do that.
Never.
I think they even have. Is that something they do in all states? Because I never known any of that where growing up in New Jersey.
If you're enough of a piece
I know
of
people
shit.
with DUIs, but I don't know anybody who had to do that.
I know people with DUIs. Yeah.
Remember the first person who got a DUI in your grade?
Yeah, I think so.
Coolest kid in school.
Coolest. Coolest way was the coolest kid. Yeah.
But honestly, and I talked about this on other podcasts before. Back then, that's what it was. There was no Ubers or taxis. People
Or
just
fucking cell phones.
People drove drunk, but they're not drunk. It was called like the last hour of the bar. You drink water, and then you're fine. Not fine, but that's just what it was.
That was the logic.
And I wonder. I mean, thank God, because of drunk driving is horrible. But it's like I wonder now how well the rates have gone up about drunk drivers and DUIs, thanks to services like Uber and Lyft.
Uber and Lyft would love for you too. What's this you got pulled up, Vinny?
It says 31 states require like the blow in the cars.
That's it.
State ignition interlock.
Is Jersey one of them? Because I don't remember seeing that. I think it's reserved for the southern hemisphere.
Massachusetts, Nebraska, Nevada, New
New Jersey has
New
it.
Jersey.
Oh, I never saw it.
Penal Code 5394-50A1, 2 and 3. A first time
Vinny's dick twitched when you said penile.
A first-time offender has to install an interlock. There we go. That's what happens when your state turns blue, ladies and gentlemen. 6 months after. That seems harsh. I'm not advocating for like drunk driving, but first-time offender to have an ignition lock? The kid I knew had like 4 before he got his.
Well, I think it depends on the state laws. I'm just saying, God forbid, maybe an influx of people got killed by drunk drivers there, and they said, you know what, enough is enough.
I guess
it probably took the. That's what it took.
Yeah, absolutely. Last night you texted the group a show that you wanted us to watch.
But I fell asleep.
But you fell asleep. I watched the first 2 episodes. What was it called? Chimp?
It's called Chimp Crazy.
Chimp?
Oh, Chimp City. Can you
Chimp
pull it up,
City.
Vinny?
This is on Max, on HBO.
Make sure you guys go on Rumble. This is definitely
Try
a Rumble
Chimp Crazy.
episode.
There it is.
Everyone's like, what's Rumble?
Yeah. It's called
Chimp Crazy. Okay.
It's called Chimp Crazy. Why don't you explain
this is
what
from
this is?
Okay, so this is from the producers and creators of Tiger King. So this is basically it's Tiger King flavor. It's a chimp flavored Tiger King.
Yep.
It's all about chimpanzees and people that raise them as children, and then the showmanship that goes with them. They're going into the movies. And there's just one woman that reminds me a lot of myself.
This is,
what was her name? The one with the wigs.
The woman who
her.
That's me. These have potential for a Hall of Fame.
That was you? Which one was me?
You are Connie. You have there has never been more of a Connie than
and that's
you.
Vinny back there. That's not me?
That is me.
That's me?
You are Connie. And we'll put up Connie in the episode. I sent a picture to Vinny. But it's about these 2 fucking crazy ladies in Festus, Missouri, who raise chimps. And then the chimps are taken by PETA. But Tanya, it's about Tanya and Connie.
She breastfed her chimp.
She breastfed her chimp.
What?
That's her claim to fame.
So her and her daughter were born at the same time. Her daughter, Peggy or whatever, were born at the same time. And the mother, it was hungry for milk. So she had one baby on the
It was premature and about to die, and she put it on her titty.
Oh, yeah, it was about to die because it was premature. It was about to die. So she needed milk. So the husband says, well, I came home and Irene had Shelly on one tit and Bubbles on the other.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Insane.
And Alan
Cumming is in it.
Alan Cumming is in it because he starred in a movie with a chimp. So all these Hollywood actors are have this great relationship with these chimps because they raise them to be in the movies. There's Dukes. They raise them to be in the movies.
That's good.
But chimps have been known to rip people's faces off. Chimps, there's a dangerous thing, just like Tiger King. There's lovable animals, but I don't know what is this inhumane that what they're doing, or is it loving?
Yeah, so that's the story. The way that they kept them was obviously it seemed pretty inhumane, but the story is PETA came and confiscated all their chimps, but Tanya had a trick up her sleeve.
She had one stuffed in her pussy.
One chimp remains missing, and it was this big 170-pound male chimp.
Where'd she keep it?
And so look at her getting her thing done. And so the story is her going back and forth saying, I just don't know where the chimp is. It died.
How do they know? How do they know her inventory? Because she was breeding them herself in the house.
Breeding them themselves. $45,000 to $60,000 per fucking chimp baby.
How many babies does chimps have? They're like humans. They're the closest thing to humans we have.
94.8% of our DNA is shared. This woman Connie.
Say that again to the group.
94.8% of our DNA is shared.
Shared with chimpanzees.
chimpanzees.
Geez, so that's the closest thing to a human being we have. Now, when they do have babies, are they having Just one child? Or are they having a litter?
It looks like they're giving one at a time.
Okay. Chimpanzees usually give birth to baby one at a time, but they can occasionally have twins. A gestation period about 7.5 months instead of the typical.
Nana has the same.
And females typically give birth between every 5 to 6 years. By the first 6 months, the mother carries the baby under her belly for easy breastfeeding, just like my late mother. After that, the baby rides on the mother's back until it's weaned at 3.5 to 4.5 years old. The baby is still dependent on its mother for a long time, sometimes up to 10 years. So they are like children. I mean, in some neighborhoods,
this lady
10 years old is the new 25.
It's true. This lady Connie is responsible for 75% of captive chimps in the United States, which is insane. One lady. Now she's camera shy.
Speaking of Connie, do you know that my name in my salon is Connie's Clip and Curl?
That sounds fantastic. Point proven. That's why you and Connie are kindred spirits. She's responsible for 75%, but at the end of episode 2 episodes are out right now, this could be a little spoiler alert, she puts on the acting performance of a lifetime. This PETA lawyer is like, we need to know where this chimp is because they're dangerous. They'll rip your fucking face off. The worst animal attack in history was this chimp in Stamford, Connecticut. It ripped someone's face off. His name was Toby.
Wait. I know them.
Who?
My friend is best friends with that family.
It's fucked up. That was all of episode 2. So that's part of why they want to get the chimp. But at the end, she shuts her laptop. She's crying. She goes, we won. And she goes, and then she goes,
did she win?
Yes, the tears, this leg. And it was a great teaser because then she goes to her husband. She goes, all we got to do is keep hiding them. And they went, and she turns around, marches into her fucking basement. And lo and behold, the chimp is in there. And she goes out and she gets these chimps McDonald's. She feeds them chicken nuggets. She calls them her kids.
Eggs and hot dogs.
Oh, it was great. But she's going, I can't take it. And the judge is going, we need a 10-minute recess. Then she goes, I think we got him.
Why are
you
they?
Need to see Connie.
But how did they have them for so long? When did they just become illegal? Like the entire time they were raising them from babies and from the 70s when she's feeding off the tit. Was it illegal then too?
So they had so when the person's face got ripped off in Stanford, like fucking horribly. That
Speaking of Stanford, September 14th, come see me and Snooki at the Palace Theater. We're doing a live chimpanzee reaction.
They're gonna have their face ripped off by a chimpanzee on stage. There was a rule after that because it was the most horrific fucking attack ever. It ripped out her eyes, her nose, her jaw was missing just from fucking strength. That any primate over 50 pounds you have to have a permit for. Now Connie was grandfathered in, so Connie don't play those games. Don't you tread on me.
And she wasn't making money off them. She was just loving them. This was her family.
Yes, but once her thing got shut down, she got
what thing got shut down?
Her sanctuary got shut down.
But her sanctuary was not for money. That's what people weren't coming to see. It wasn't like Tiger King.
No, they were.
So she was making money off these chimps.
Yes, you have a baby, you sell it to a zoo. It's these wild animal people are freaks. So she transitioned into selling other types of animals. Now she was selling llamas,
wildlife,
other wildlife. She was selling camels. She was selling all these different things. But I'm looking.
Do you think she has long-haired chihuahuas that look like Wiggles? I'll hit her up.
She could probably buy you a fucking spider monkey. She got one of those. They're expensive.
No, I would love a red panda. If I had a wild animal, it'd be a red panda.
Oh, that's scary. A panda?
Red panda.
What are they? Red pandas
Pull
are
it up.
Red pandas are huge.
No, it's like a cat. Look.
Yeah, they're tiny.
That looks like the tail that Mario would get in Raccoon.
Is that not the cutest
if you got
animal?
The fucking leaf thing.
Animal lovers know what a red panda is. You don't have to Google it. But if you're not familiar, Google it. It is like a cat, a dog, and a fox mixed together, and a bear. And it's the twiniest little tweepy.
A cat, a dog, a fox, and a bear. So watch it. I think you should watch it.
I watched the first episode.
The second one is where things start to heat up because it did lose my attention a little bit. It's called Chimp Crazy on Max. Did Bay watch it? He was playing Grand Theft Auto in the living room. He was gaming with the boys in the living room.
No. We're watching.
Have you put parental controls on his game yet?
No, I'm rewatching the Anna Delvey story right now.
That's boring.
No, I love it.
Anna Delvey. She lives in New York. Didn't she just campaign to get her ankle bracelet off?
I don't know.
She wanted to have some sort of GPS tracker put on her because the ankle bracelet was not as demure as it could have been.
Oh, I know. But yeah, red panda. What animal would you have in your house?
A wild animal?
Yeah.
I think people have.
That's just one. That's just the tip of the. Just one of them. I can name 50 off the top of my head.
I think people have reptile. If you have a reptile as a pet, you're a freak.
So you wouldn't have a reptile.
Absolutely
don't
fucking not.
Don't pet shame. Which ones did you have in your house? Would you have?
I would have. Oh God.
You have the space for it.
I think the craziest I would do.
You have the space for it. You can have like a backyard. I mean, you can have a sanctuary, but you can have like enough space for like the same space a dog would have. You can have a fenced-in yard.
Does it have to be exotic, or can it just be a wild animal? Can it be a barnyard animal?
It could be any animal.
I'd probably just have like
Except a dog
barnyard
and
animals.
cat.
I'd have some chickens, goats, because I'd want a livestock dog. Because I was in livestock.
You know,
dog
goat milk is
TikTok for a while.
Goat milk is so healing. I used a goat milk toner today from Beekman.
Actually,
Yeah, Beekman. 1905 Beekman. The Beekman Bros.
you're glowing.
They have well, I have to tell you, I had my skin analysis done. Do you want to pull that up?
I'd love to. Yeah. Let's finish. I actually do want to do that. Finish these animals first. I'd probably just have barnyard animals. Goat. What? Oh, I would have a horse. No, horses are scary. Horses are fucking terrifying.
No, I would have a red panda.
Should have a spider monkey.
I have a couple raccoons.
A recluse spider.
No, I wouldn't have any spiders.
Imagine having a spider as a pet. What a freak you have to be. My buddy Lloyd had bunnies growing up. And then one day there was a storm and they woke up and the bunnies were frozen stiff.
They were outside.
Oh my God.
They're like, oh, he goes, oh fuck, I guess we should have brought him in.
That's
He had
so
snakes though
fucked.
too. He's a freak.
That's
Snakes
so
and
fucked.
bunnies don't go. Doesn't snakes eat bunnies?
Yeah, if they're big enough.
Yeah.
What about you, Vin?
Me and Brenna talk. Brenna really wants a duck, so I'd probably have a duck. If I was gonna have one, she really wants a duck. She loves ducks. It's her favorite animal, so I'd have a duck.
So I'm packed. I'm all packed for my vacation, so I'm ready just to throw in the car. And I brought all my Twillory shirts they sent me.
Oh, they're perfect. Twillory's
You know why I love it? Because I don't have to worry about having an iron or a steamer. Because with Twillory, I throw it in the bag and you put it on. You got a nice collared shirt, and then you can go right to dinner. You don't have to worry about finding a steamer and iron. They don't stretch out. It's just the best things to travel with.
Twillory is fantastic, and if it's hard to find clothes that keep up with a man's busy life, and like Joey said, our friends at Twillory make the most stylish, performance-driven suits, shirts, polos, and jeans that are designed just for that. I am trying to up my fall wardrobe. Twillory has been so gracious. They've sent me shirts. I absolutely love them because they're easy to care for. They're easy on the wallet, easy to wear. You can work hard, you can play hard, and it's looking sharp without all the hassle. That's what they're all about.
That's right. Twillory's choice in fabrics and cuts means clothes keep you cool. They won't wrinkle. Like I said, they have plenty of stretch. Like this is a perfect vacation shirt.
Yeah.
It's not going to wrinkle. It's plenty of stretch. You can go to the buffet, go to the smorgasbord.
Throw it in the suitcase.
Have 3 plates, and it's gonna stretch. It'll move with you. It'll stretch. You'll stay looking sharp and keep you cool and comfortable and looking your best. Oh, and they're all machine washable, so you don't need to take them to the dry cleaners. You pop them in the wash when you get back from vacay. Throw them on, put them back in your hanger, or put them in the drawer, or crumple them on the floor. They're not going to get wrinkled.
We love them so much. Right now, Twillory has their annual warehouse sale going on with up to 50% off site-wide. Polos will be as low as $59, and you can stack our coupon code for new customers, OUT18, for an extra $18 off orders $139 or more. OUT18 for an extra $18 off orders $139 or more.
Does that code work for us too, Trish?
Yes.
Should we go? I'm going to log on right now. I had a full face analysis done at the Keel store.
What does that mean? You want to pull it up? He texted it to you. Yeah.
It means they put my face in a little machine and they
Okay.
took a picture of it. As you can see, as stated here.
This is at
Now,
Keel's?
This is at Keel's. Now I look deceased.
You do look embalmed.
Yeah. So you have to put your face in this thing. They take this picture, and then they give you a graph, and it says the percentiles. Now I'm still unsure of what it is. I think that I read it wrong.
You're 10% labradoodle.
No, it said that it said clogged pores, 89%. It said puff eye bags, 90%. It said
They can get all
uneven
this just from a
texture.
photo, not like a person.
And it was
looking
taken
at
with an iPad. It was like, I don't think that the technology's that well. So then I posted about it, complaining, and then Keels reached out and said, I don't know, I forgot what they said.
You're
to me.
complaining about it's just every solution is their most expensive cream.
So
this is
I
what you need. Come over this
So
way.
I said, and then I did a video right after this. Like, this is like, the camera they took, and I took a regular picture, and there was no beauty mode on or anything, and I was just showing my face, and you could see my skin. It's like, I'm 50 years old, so it's like I'm not gonna have the perfect skin, but I don't think I had 89% blocked pores and eye bags in this picture.
I don't think that's you don't have eye bags. You have
So
a little bit.
I think, but then my friend Drew Crake, I don't know if he works for them or not, but he said that those numbers were good numbers. The higher the number, that means the better your skin is.
That seems weird. It
So maybe I read the chart wrong.
89% of your 80 maybe it's 89% clear, 89% not clogged.
Not bags.
So how much money did you drop at Keel's then?
$300.
They just think it's ridiculous.
But I do get only
right over this way.
I have a whole new
You're like
skincare
Christmas morning walking through
thing
there.
I did. I'm not wearing a stitch of makeup today, as you can tell, because I'm probably rashy. But I did. I got all this stuff. I got a ferulic brew. I got a ferulic brew. I got a new some face wash. I got a plumping serum. I got an eye cream. I got all this shit. So I have a brand new routine.
I love that. I heard that green tea is really good for you. Billy Football was telling me that.
Green tea is excellent. It's the highest rich antioxidants that you can.
It just gives you energy too. He uses it as like a pre-workout. He'll drink.
That's
like
the new
green
thing.
Tea and stuff.
My friend Wishbone Kitchen just she's not my friend. I'm obsessed with her, and I want her to notice me. If you're watching Wishbone Kitchen, let me hit me up, sis. She just made a green smoothie, and she used matcha protein powder. You drink matcha at all times. I have ceremonial matcha at my house. I can make you.
What is matcha?
Matcha's green tea. That's green tea leaves.
Well, then what is kombucha?
Kombucha is a
Something
fermented.
that people drink to make themselves feel healthy when in reality they're
No,
not.
kombucha is a fermented tea. So it's bubbly and it's fermented almost like vinegar. It has the micro. It's like living. It's like a probiotic.
Sounds dangerous.
It's probiotics.
Is it new?
No,
Like, did
kombucha goes
just
back
come
to
out?
no since like the 50s.
I only heard it's like a basic thing. Like I'm having kombucha.
It's delicious. If you like vinegary and you like, it's like a soda. It tastes delicious.
Oh,
like
you
a
know
vinegary soda,
I was
but it's like
thinking
low in calories and it's high. It's a living thing, so it has all the microorganisms you need.
I was thinking of
For gut health.
gazpacho. Gut health.
Gazpacho is a tomato-based chilled soup
Maybe
from
we
Spain.
could do this as a segment. I say a dish out and you give me the ingredients.
I know
down to
everything.
down to the T. Pancakes.
What's the ingredient in pancakes?
Yeah.
Oh, is there buttermilk or regular?
Either one.
It's just like flour, milk, and eggs. And vanilla.
I literally can't name another dish. I'm already out of dishes. What's a complex dish that would stump Joey? God, I don't know.
There's no stumping me.
There's no stumping?
Stumping, unless it's very regional and like some exotic food that I've never even heard of the country. But usually, even with global cuisine.
Are you an adventurous eater?
Yeah.
Like, do you like eating like weird? Like Donnie would have, whoa, that's weird, and he would just eat crazy shit. I don't think you're
No.
really adventurous.
No.
I think you understand what flavors go together.
I think adventurous is, I'll obviously eat raw fish, like sushi and stuff, but I'm not gonna eat something alive. I don't think.
What's the craziest thing you've eaten?
Probably pussy.
Someone asked that yesterday. I think mine's alligator. Well, pussy. And
I have alligator.
But I think it got. What do you think is crazy?
Oh, mine was goat brain.
Ugh. Large does shit like that.
Tripe.
What is it?
Tripe.
That's what it's
stomach
called?
lining.
Tripe.
Yeah, it's a delicacy in like Mexican cuisine.
What do you think's a
And
wilder
Italian
thing
cuisine.
to eat? Pussy or a guy's ass?
Depending on who's eating.
You.
For me, the weirder
Yeah.
thing would be pussy.
Yeah.
Obviously, but as a gay man, the guy's ass is just the appetizer.
It's just the appetizer. Speaking of gay men, Travis and Jason Kelce signed $100 million deal with Amazon /
Losers. They
for
couldn't
their-
get 125 like fucking Alex. Fucking has-beens.
for their podcast called New Heights. $100 million 3-year deal gives Amazon exclusive audio and video rights to distribute their podcast globally, including the show's back catalog of content.
And
It's a good show. I've listened to it. It's pretty fucking good.
Let me just say,
Yeah.
the only reason he got that deal is because he's dating Taylor Swift.
Oh, I don't think so.
Yes, it is. People are just trying to get an inside scoop
Oh, I
on
think
what.
that boosted the numbers.
The
for
only
sure.
reason he got that $100 million contract is Swifties are going to listen in hopes that he spills some tea about them. That's 100% the only reason that he got that deal. 1,000 billion %.
He had people
in hopes
listening before that.
But not $100 million deal. No one gives a fuck what these two fat fucks are talking about. It's about the Swifties trying to get an inside tea on what's going on with Taylor Swift.
He was one of the most popular guys
That's
in
the only
the
reason
NFL
he got
before
that.
Taylor Swift.
I'm not saying his career's not choose that. I'm saying this $100 million deal for a podcast is all in hopes that a Swiftie will have an inside scoop on one little tidbit that they can have. So then Taylor Watch can then run with it and have another season of their little
You're
show.
saying let me get this clear. You're saying Taylor Watch is behind the $100 million deal.
No, I'm saying they would agree with me that they got the $100 deal because the Swifties.
No, that's
wanna
because
hear.
they're obsessed with Taylor Watch. You have to give credit where credit is due. There's probably an element of that, but I'm sure just because of fucking Taylor Watch.
No, it's not. I'm not saying his fame and his success. His podcast I'm sure was lovely,
Yeah.
but I'm saying it's not $100 million podcast.
Also, I lied. I've never listened to it before. I think I've heard like clips online. What do they even talk about? Just football? That's it? So they're busting with the boys.
Yeah, basically.
But not successful.
Yeah, but not funny.
Well, successful is I don't know about that.
I'm not saying I know they're both great sports people. I'm sure it's good, but I'm saying this whole trend of what's happening is a Gen Z run business. That these numbers are Gen Z numbers. This is why Alex Cooper got her $125 million. That's why this guy's getting $100 million because all these young Gen Zers are funding this lifestyle of business.
Smart.
That's what it is.
It's good news. Good news for everyone here. The podcast bubble, I guess, hasn't burst. I thought that shit was slowing down. Got 100 million. Conan was 150. The three guys. Smartless was 100. These guys are 100. Cooper's
Dak
125.
Shepard got a big deal.
What was Dak Shepard?
I forget, but he got a big one too.
We're $100 is what we're getting per episode.
But we have to split it between 6 ways.
No, I don't know. They should do bus. They did bussin' recently, right? Weren't they on their fucking thing?
Oh, speaking of busting, did you see fucking Manning's fucking cock and balls?
Who? Manning?
Peyton
Manning's cock and balls?
Peyton Manning has a fucking balls of steel. His huge nuts are hanging out on the videos.
I think he's just got a big southern dick.
Look at the videos.
Just a big
go on
South cock.
Go where they're in the picture sitting down. Everyone's commenting about it.
Will Compton's a great guy.
Keep going. Down. So they're all sitting on the couch. There's a picture. This? No, yeah. There's you can see it there, but go down. Keep saying go down. Go down.
Imagine it's just an actual photo of his hog. That's got to be it.
No, it was a picture. Well, I don't know where it was, but there's a picture of his entire schmeat hanging out, and it's a huge. They were like all sitting together, and it's just like Peyton's in the middle.
Smash or pass? Oh, smash or pass Peyton.
Yeah, all the Eli Manning boys can run train on me. Same thing with the Watt boys. Same thing with the fucking Gronks.
The Kelces.
No, they're disgusting.
The Kelces are your type.
They're neither of them my type.
The Kelce? Oh no, they're
how are they my type at all?
Because they're big and strong and football. Type.
What do you mean?
Yeah. How are you possibly defending every guy you've ever said is hot looks like a Kelce brother?
Yeah.
No, they don't. I like athletic blondes with no facial hair. I hate facial hair.
Okay. Really?
Yes. Look at
who
I date.
About you like the Lyman type guys. What do you mean?
I don't know what you're talking about. This might be in a full about phase.
What?
You really don't think they're hot?
No, absolutely not. I think Nick Bosa's hot. Joey Bosa's hot.
What are the Bosa? Put up the Bosa.
Joey Bosa's my type. Joey Bosa and Gronk are my types.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, hello, Joey Bosa is a fucking. Okay, so you like a guy with a little bit more of a boy. I mean, look at those arms.
Look at his dick and his nose.
What are you?
He's so hot.
Joey Bosa.
Joey Bosa's him and Gronk are my number ones.
Gronk is the fucking best.
Nick or Joey.
Joey.
Look at Nick Bosa. Good.
I don't want Baby Bear. I want Big Bear.
Good.
That's their Instagram handles.
Good Lord.
He is. Dan Vitale. Remember when I first started here 2 years ago? Dan Vitale. These are the types of guys.
No, the younger Bosa is hotter than this guy.
Not for me. That's why I like this one.
See, this is a Kelce. This is basically
no,
the same
he's not.
thing.
The Kelces are fat slobs that eat corned beef.
Don't come after the Irish like that.
No, I don't like the Kelces. Not for me. But this one, yes.
What about for a slice of that 100 million?
No.
Take one down the gullet.
No, I have my own 100 million. Thank you, though. MGK versus Sean. My friend is Sean. I just emailed him yesterday.
He's a
we
piece
just
of
texted
shit.
yesterday.
You're not friends with him. He's a fucking scumbag, racist, homophobe piece of shit.
I like him.
Why? Give me 3 good qualities about Sean Strickland other than he's famous and he slid in your DMs.
Because he doesn't. He's not afraid to speak his mind. And
Okay, no, that's a good one.
His truth, he's not scared to fucking say what he's thinking. And
what if the things that he are saying are genuinely terrible?
I don't care if they're terrible. If he believes in them, he believes in them. I don't care what he says. I like him.
Okay.
He has a.
You want him to ruin your hole?
I do want him to ruin my hole.
I actually stand behind the first part of that, and I stand behind that.
I think he's interesting, and I think he's different, and he's not a fucking copy person.
He's
controversial.
He's a guy. Yeah, he's controversial because he says stupid shit.
What does he say? He doesn't like gays.
All sorts of dumb
he does
shit.
like gays because he's friends with me.
He's not friends with you, Joey. He's trying to get an interview with Dave Portnoy. That's the only reason he's in your DMs.
No, he sent me a shirt.
Did he?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, he came in. This is the kind of. It's like his brain stopped developing when he was in 8th grade.
You rather hang out with MGK than fucking Sean
After
Strickland?
seeing the way that he spoke about this, absolutely. I was like,
Who are those
I was
guys?
not the biggest. That's Logan Paul and his friend. I was not the biggest MGK fan, but basically these two, this whole thing. Let me back it up. This whole thing between Sean Strickland and MGK started when they were at a slap whatever tournament in Vegas, and Sean Strickland was upset that MGK didn't know who he was, so he like tried to fight him or something. I don't know. But MGK finally spoke on it and was like, this is a guy who is very insecure, who says whatever he's thinking, no matter how stupid it is what he's saying. But it's like his brain basically stopped developing in 8th grade, which is probably roughly the time that he started getting hit in the head. But don't get me wrong, Sean Strickland says some very funny things. It's like you can't even be mad at him just because he's so dumb. It's like he's too dumb to be mad at. Like, he's the type of guy who would watch this clip, and if I saw him, he would try to physically attack me.
Do you think he's going to see the clip?
I would not be surprised if he didn't. If he did see the clip. You really like him? You got to learn more about him.
I don't really know anything about him. I'm just saying that as a person, like you go gung ho, very, very strong minded that you hate him, and like you must know a lot more than I know. I just
Whatever. All right, Sean, we'd love to have you. I take it all back. Sean, you come on. I think it would be a great guest. He would be a great guest, but I'd be afraid of him now because he'd want to fucking attack me.
No, I'll tell him not to.
Do you listen to you?
Yes,
I think
friends.
wrestlers are very attractive.
Wrestlers?
Yeah, like wrestlers, grapplers.
What's a grappler?
A wrestler, MMA guy, ground and pound. But this made me like MGK, even though the tattoos are still, they are what they are. Anywho, anything final to add before we head into the weekend? Labor Day weekend. I'm going to be in the city. You're going out of town.
Yeah, I mean, it's the end of an era. It's the end of the summer. It's going to be 95 degrees, but I, try to get, your mind straight. If you're a fall girly, our time is coming. Light that pumpkin spice candle.
Ooh.
Put on that chenille throw. Can I ask a question? That's what I need to know, ladies. I'm trying to get into the pumpkin spice coffee drinks. But of course, I'm a fat fuck, so I can't have calories or like sugar and all that stuff. So I need to find this year's skinny girl way to drink the pumpkin spice lattes and the pumpkin spice things that are the lowest calories and the best for you, that aren't going to, make me have, early onset diabetes. And yeah, so if you know the combo, comment down below what I should be ordering, either at Starbucks or I can make myself, what kind of creamers are you using, what type of sweeteners we're using, what type of coffees, what kind of little additives. I want to get the fall feels, but I want to do a skinny girl fall Kiki coffee drink. So hit me up with those. And also, side note, I had blood work done this week. My cholesterol and A1Cs and have never been better.
All right.
Thank you, semaglutide.
Hell yeah. And thank you. You're off the booze. I'm sure that's helping.
I haven't drank. Yeah.
That's probably helping you a ton.
Well, it does help me. I think it does help me a ton.
It probably helps with your mood. It helps with your.
Well, because I'm not getting drunk and then pig eating.
Yeah.
Binge eating, and then I'm not, the
alcohol is bad for you.
Alcohol is really bad for me. So, since I slowed down, I'm gonna drink this weekend. Though. I'm gonna have some. I'm definitely gonna.
You should. If you're on vacation, have a couple glasses.
Oh, because I'm going. Yeah, because there's a couple of beautiful restaurants we're gonna be visiting along our trip, and I'm definitely gonna enjoy some wine. And there's probably vineyards around there, so I'm gonna get some wine and, relax and just enjoy myself. But mindful indulgence.
Mindful indulgence. That's the theme of the weekend. Mindful indulgence. Everyone have a great weekend.
And now here's our interview with the blonde intern girl.
We will see you on Tuesday.